I'm writing songs like this again. Every time I pick up pen to pick a spot, it's all the same. Am I insane for thinking that it's ever gonna change? My brain is rearranged, it's mainly dangling as it's hanging over you. I got a bird's eye view of everything that's going down. So don't you tell me.
It gets to the point to where, like, you just have to, at one point in time, you just have to, like, basically walk the walk with this. You know what I mean? I'm not a piece of shit. I'm not a rat. I'm not a PC. I'm not a dropout. I'm not a lame. I'm not going to run off the yard. I'm going to stick it out all the way to the end, even if these fools kill me. But the one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be about that life. I'm going to be about that change, man. I'm going to get it done. And I got to tell you, man, it was the greatest decision of my life. All that pain and sadness and sorrow and anger that I went through to get to where I'm at now. Free from any kind of government control. You know what I'm saying? Like I could literally eat a whole bowl of poppy seeds and not worry about a dirty UA. You know, I could smoke weed, I can drink, I can get a passport, I could travel anywhere in the world. I could do all these things, you know, and at the end of the day, that's really where it's at. I don't tell you this to like put you down or anything. I don't tell you this to like say that I'm better than you or anything, because I'm not, man. I'm not no better than you or anyone else. But it comes a time where, you know, you have to like basically beat the system with your own mind, because these people want you to go in there again. You feel me? They want you to go back.
Yeah.
They want to keep you stuck in that loop. They wanted to keep me stuck in that loop. But when they ran out of ideas and ways to trip me up and to fuck with me, they just let me alone. The last year of my probation, they pretty much left me alone. They watched my channel. They followed me closely, everything that I did, but they just couldn't find no way to trip me up, no matter what happened. With you, though, man, I think that your therapy lies in your music.
Yeah, my music helps me out a lot. I think it shows in a lot of it too. Like some of the best things that I've done music wise have all been based on emotion, because I don't really have another way to channel it. I'm not too comfortable talking to people and expressing myself completely, which is strange because I can't go up to someone. Well, there's a couple people in this world that I can, but just to anybody and break down my feelings or my heart and explain it to them. But I can do this on a song and have a whole bunch of strangers that I've never met before basically break down to them, I guess.
It's obvious. I mean, it's written all over your face when I was telling you all this gobbledygook, you know, rehabilitation programmer. Remember, that was the word. Look at this fool's programming, you know? That's what it sounds like. I get it, bro. I mean, you know, but it's all out of love and respect. You know, we're homies. We're from the same car. We would have had to have each other's back on every single occasion, no matter what. But at the same time, if I see that my homies are falling or my homies are in that rock bottom state, for whatever reason, I'm gonna do or say whatever I can. Maybe at least one thing that I said might help you, might trigger something inside of you to maximize your benefit in everything that you do. You know, especially your music, because you know a lot of you could use this time with what you're experiencing to put all this down in your music and just keep storing it to where you have tracks for miles.
Yeah.
And then when you finally do, like, just one day you just wake up and you're just like, I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of like being in conflict with myself, with everybody else. How could Keith Perez be better for himself, for the one that he loves, for everyone? Because you do know that you know, you go back, your loved one, your girl and everything like that. What's going to happen to her? What could I mean, how many can you think of like 100 different things that can go wrong in your absence?
You could pretty much apply that to anything though. Like I got a son. A million different things can go wrong.
Right.
With him, with your mom, with your grandma. Like it's just life. Anything can happen in any given point in time.
And to be a proper guardian and to have your eyes on your kids is crucial in this day and age, man, because there's a lot of fucking diaper snipers and seat sniffing weirdos out there looking to exploit all of our kids, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, and people laugh and think that it's a conspiracy theory, but it's true shit, man. Almost every day, another child sex trafficking ring is getting broken up in this country. Almost every day. Well, I mean, with corn pop Joe Biden in the White House now, it's kind of died out a lot, you know. But when Trump was in there, man, these people, he was bucking them down, man. These child sex trafficking rings, they were falling like every day, it seemed.
And the sex offenders, they're out here with everybody in the world, because you can go and fucking touch a little boy and be a weird motherfucker like that, and they gonna hand your ass probation. And me, I get a hot fucking way, and the gangbanger goes to prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a bass backwards philosophy. You're a gang member, so you got to go to prison. You're a terrorist. You're a threat to the safety and security of our interests. But your children don't matter to the interests in the eyes of these fist fucking blood drinking government people that we have running this country. I mean, our kids don't matter to them because they want our kids to grow up to be just like you and me. They want our kids to be like you and me. And that's what I'm trying to do, homie. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to create a paradigm shift. And I can't do this shit alone. I'm one man. You know? It's like if I could convince people like yourself, people like others, a lot of my homies in our circle, in our car, to basically get with it and just guide these kids. I mean, there's two ways that I look at this thing. And I told this to the homie on the phone last night. Another homie, but you said when you showed up on the yard, he was on his way out for some shit that happened on the softball field. But anyways, I told him on the phone, I said, look, there's two things that I do with my channel. I'm arrogant and I'm sarcastic and all of this stuff because I got to give it to you uncut and I can't sugarcoat nothing. Because the only way that you're going to understand this is through that kind of a tough love approach. Number one, I'm going to tell you how fucked up the prison system is. I'm going to tell you what to expect. You know, you could choose to let it fly or let it apply. It's up to you. But if you're going in there as an active homie, there's a lot of things that you're expected to follow. There's a lot of things that you're expected to do. You have to be suited and booted 24/7 and all that. If you choose to, you want to go to the PC yard, in California it's called the S&Y yard. If you choose to want to go there, you may skate by for a little bit, but now you got nobody watching your back. So if some big old giant butt bandit wants to come up in your cell and smash your beans, they could do that on that yard and get away with it. You know? Yeah. So my thing is this. I'm going to try to do it from staying out of prison. I'm going to give you advice. I'm going to give you tools, ideas, and ways to cope with all this stress of life. Or I'm going to prepare you for prison so that you can at least go in there without getting a fucking bone crusher jabbed into your neck. Hey, Holmes, I tell you this, homie, because you're from Colorado. You done time in the state there, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Colorado and California in a lot of ways are the same, but a lot of these states, man, that are back east, butt rapists fucking through and through. They're thick as thieves in some of these places, especially the DC jails.
Yeah, they like that.
I mean, they're looking for smooth, firm, silky, creamy white butts or any other kind of butts that's young. And these kids are a target, man. It's a fact. So I got a lot of analogies for a lot of this thing on this channel. But yeah, man, like I said, I think your music is your outlet, homie. To be honest with you.
Yeah, my music, that's my heart right there. I get kind of discouraged with it because if you or anybody actually goes and listens to track for track my music, to me it's undeniable. I've never had a person tell me like yo, you suck, da, 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 da. And if you do say that, then fuck you probably can't hear correctly or something, you know. But it's undeniable. And I got like fucking 10. I'll get like 10 views on something and this and that, and you'll just see the stupidest shit in the world be on the fucking radio, which has no lyrical content. Fucking boys wearing women's pants and whatever the fuck else goes on. I don't
What
get
the
it.
hell's happening to the rap game, man? Do you literally got to paint your nails and dye your hair multiple colors and put on makeup and skinny little girl pants and snitch on everybody to become a fucking star nowadays? Or is that what's going on?
That's what it seems like. Maybe that's why I only got 10 views, because I'm not gonna paint my nails and I'm not gonna act like a homosexual. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Well, this is the new progressive mindset. You know, and people get mad at me all the time for calling it out for its weirdness and phoniness that it is. You know, it's a lot of exploiting of children and trying to like turn men into like castrated, effeminate, weak fuck boys nowadays. It's just, I mean, I can't even relate to most of this music nowadays. I don't even know what you're talking about most of the time.
Yeah.
What are you talking about on there? It's like, I don't even get it.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. I was just telling somebody something along those lines the other day, because I seen somebody walking down the street who was a person that liked the same kind of persons, and it just fucked me up a little bit, because it's like now they're trying to push it onto the children. Like before, if you were, you were. If you weren't, you weren't. But we're not gonna force this on you. Like I don't want your son to grow up and suck dick just because fucking it's a movement. You know what I mean? Like, if my son wasn't gonna suck dick, then keep the shit away from his mouth. He's not gonna fucking do that. You know what I mean? But this is crazy.
It is, bro. It's, you know, and now there's this big push to basically call you a bigot. If you openly say that you won't date a trans person, you're going to be called a bigot, a racist, a homophobe, a Trump supporter, Proud Boy, all kind of whatever it is that they love the labels, you know, and that's really like kind of what changed me in a lot of ways is when I got out, homie. It was like a culture shock for me, man. I thought, where the fuck have I been? I haven't really been gone that long, just 5 years. What the hell is going on around me, man? People, you know, women telling me that I can't call them she. I mean, that was the first experience that I had, and it just snowballed from there. And then I started hearing about white privilege and all this other stuff. And, you know, I'm sitting there like I'm barely making it. I'm barely getting by. Like there was a couple times I almost fell, bro. I almost went broke, almost got evicted out of my apartment a couple of times. You know, and you got all these people saying, well, at least you got your white skin. It's like, and I mean, if there's if there's a credit card attached to my back that I haven't activated yet, you know, please pull it off of me and let me turn it on, because I'm not getting no kind of benefit for nothing out here. But it's you know, I kind of went on this provocateur, antagonistic, arrogant attitude towards all of those things. Not because I'm on the right or I'm a Republican or anything like that, just because being in prison, you already know what it is. I mean, if you drop your guard and you let people, the homies, when they clown, remember all the clowning? When they see that gets to you, what do? They just go harder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep poking
at that. That's what I do out here. Like, I see that one side of the aisle gets all emotional and in their feelings and their pussies get hurt and buttholes start leaking anytime you say a lot of this stuff to them. So I just keep doing it until they toughen up their skin a little bit more and quit trying to push all your BS on me, my family, the people that I love, care about. You know, anybody has the right to choose whatever path they want. Like if I had a son and he decided he wants to start putting on makeup and pantyhose and all that stuff like that, that's on him personally. But don't like go out there and try to force other people to believe what you believe just because you think it's the right thing. I don't believe that the way that I think is absolute for everybody else. I'm just an individual. And I try to push other people to kind of like embrace their individuality themselves through breaking free from all these herd sheep mentality mindsets that they're pulling on everybody. Do you have any music like centered towards that?
Towards homosexuals?
No. No, homie. Just all the weirdness, period. Like all the like, you know, how people are just like, I don't know, man. I can't even describe it. It's bizarre. Like I feel like I'm in another reality. Like I'm dead or something, you know?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that I have anything that really goes into anything like that, because a lot of my music, it focuses on me personally, and I try not to go too much into what other people got going on, because fuck what they got going on. Really, I got too much going on to worry about them. But hey, I agree and see what you're saying. How if you have these beliefs, they think you're this and that or a bigot, and that's bullshit. Like I have my beliefs, and I don't think I'm a bigot. I think my beliefs make me a real motherfucker. Like I'm not gonna sit down and not say anything that's on my mind or hold my tongue or my opinion for anybody, because that's my mind. That, you know what I mean? That's my tongue. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna do what I feel.
That's what's up. So what about, okay, let's go over a couple more of your tracks. What about this Be Okay? What's that all about?
Oh man. Fucking up. Losing people that you're not supposed to lose in your life, that are important to you.
So you got a recent loss? Did you lose a family member or something? Huh?
Nah, not death or nothing like that. Just relationships and stuff like that, you know.
How about this other one you got going on, Bonnie and Clyde? Is that like based off of a true account with you and your sidekick, love interest?
That's pretty much what started all of my fall right now. So at the time, my chick fell back. She was clean from opioids for about like 5 years, right? And we were both doing really good. We were happy. Everything was amazing. And she starts doing them again. And I've never done opioids. That's not my thing. I like to go to the moon. That's a thing. But she starts doing them, and I think at the time that I'm strong enough to pull her away from it. And I'm sitting there just watching her just basically fade away. I'm watching her soul leave. And as much as I think that I'm worth it or I'm better than that shit to change it or make a difference and bring her back, it's not really a thing. Opioids, if anyone knows anything about that, is probably one of the ugliest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. And upon me trying to pull her out, I'm sitting there. I got addictions and shit myself, and a lot of issues myself. And like I said earlier, I'm not good with emotion, and I don't really know how to deal with it. I've never dealt with it my whole entire life. So I'm sitting there dealing with this to the point of where I'm breaking down and going through it, and I'm seeing all the drugs around and shit like that. And I know this isn't the best way to see things or react to things, but I pretty much told her, I was like, you know what? If you're gonna sink, then fuck it. I'm gonna sink too. So if you don't want me to drown, then learn to swim. And I fucking drown. But the whole song's about her falling into back into her addiction and us fighting it together, pretty much.
So you said she's in detox right now?
Nah, not right now. But when I split, yeah.
So is she like back on it again, or did she fall off? I mean, if you don't want to talk about that, we don't have to go there, homie.
I mean, it's safe to say that me running was in vain. Like I didn't save nothing. It's not a thing. You can't when it comes to opioids, it's just disgusting. Like the way that it takes somebody, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Like I've seen people on crack, coke, meth, alcohol, and I've never seen a substance that can just completely take someone's soul and put it somewhere else for the time being and possibly never give it back.
Yeah. So you say that you're kind of like, are you going through that yourself? Are you trying to like fly right, or is it tough?
Fly right. Half the time I don't even know if I can fly at all, but I don't have the opioid problem. I've never had a thing for that. I don't have a dad because of opioids and shit like that, so I've never been a fan of that at all. I have my issues, like I said, the whole going to the moon thing, but it's just a thing, you know. Fuck it, it's a thing.
Well, the main thing that I can tell you, Key, is this, man. You're a human being, man. You know, and I've never been one to judge anybody for what they do or what they believe. You know, when it comes to, if you don't force it upon somebody else, you force it upon somebody else, that's when I have an issue with it. You know.
Yeah.
But
right.
Huh? You're good. You're good, brother. You're good. But I think that what could possibly save you is I always try to tell people to find something that they're good at, find something that like brings them some kind of happiness, some kind of joy, some kind of pleasure. And with as many tracks as you've shared with me on Messenger, you know, I gotta believe that, like, you have a tremendous gift to continue to like put the beats together, you know, run the bars and everything, put it out there, edit it, make it sound right. I really believe that could possibly be like your salvation from everything. You know, I can't predict, you know, what's going to happen to you at the end of this run that you're on. But what I can tell you is that don't ever lose sight of that gift that you got. Don't ever lose focus on that music.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't want anybody on here judging this man either. Period. You know, you don't, most of you don't understand like what it's like for a lot of us that are in this lifestyle. You heard what he said. He lost his father to that H. You know, he's been through the ringer of his life. Up and down. He doesn't got a gun in his mouth. He ain't blowing his brains out. Probably loves a little too much. Could use, you know, a lot of help and guidance when it comes to dealing with the emotional aspect of it. I mean, it took me years to get to where I'm at. And I don't ever expect anybody to just fucking snap of the finger, just get there.
No.
But your music is what I want to focus on with you. I don't want to get in, like I said, I never wanted to make this at all about prison war stories. You know, what are you doing, man? Or, you know, you're running with the homies, doing all that. Like, that ain't none of nobody's business. Whatever it is that you up to, whatever your prison experience was. But the music that you're creating, right now is the one thing that I believe that if it takes off, one of two things can happen for you. Either you'll realize that you don't want to lose it by any means at all, and you're willing to just, fly in whatever direction, maintain yourself, carry yourself, like, the homies say, carry yourself real feed, man, all that, real, just like create a program for yourself. Or it could become overwhelming. Ultimately, you're going to have to decide, how you're going to deal with all that in the end. But we want to get your music out there and shit. So how can these viewers right here, how can they find you?
Most of it's on a website called Reverb Nation. So if you type in reverbnation.com /Kilo Perez, it'll take you right to my page, and it has all the songs. I think there's probably like 30 songs on there right now. I had a bunch more, but I pretty much erased them. But all the songs that are on there right now, I've made them in like the last 3 or 4 months. So you can they're free. You can just download them, listen to them, whatever it may be. There's YouTube. It's Key space MTZ. SoundCloud is Kilo Key Perez. That's really about. Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, that's really about it for social media that I have. I never really. Oh, Facebook. There's Key MTZ as well. I never really been big on all the social media stuff, which probably doesn't help me too much as far as pushing music out, but
well, like I said, we want to see your music make that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have all the links to his music in the comment section and the description of this video. I'm not gonna take up too much more of your time. I know you probably got some shit to do and all. Is there anything you want to add? Anything you wanted to got a burning desire to talk about? Anything at all that you might have missed that we might have missed?
Not really. Just if you people are watching this, just fuck with my music. That's all. Like I put my heart and my soul into that. I've recorded songs that afterwards I listened to them and they made me cry just from fucking writing them and then hearing it. Like the Bonnie and Clyde song, the second after, that was the first song I ever made that actually broke me down. So I made the song not exactly knowing what I was making at the time. And then I put the headphones on and I fucking broke down for probably like 20, 30 minutes, like son of a bitch. But they're not all serious, but it's a little bit of everything. But I definitely try to put as much of my soul and my heart into what I do because it's what I love.
That's what's up. So we'll go ahead. We'll put all the links and everything in there. I appreciate you coming on, man. I know this is kind of hard for you. It's definitely different, but like I said, the one thing that I'm trying to do for you, homie, is to help you out, man, any way I can.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I don't like to see any of my homies in a bad situation. So we're gonna promote the fuck out of your music because it's worth promoting. I believe. I ain't just saying that because I'm your boy, but I'm saying that because I like it. I actually like it. It makes sense to me.
It surprises a lot of people. You'd be surprised the reaction I get from people. Like I'll be like, "Hey, do you like this kind of music?" They'll be like, "Yeah." And most of the time, initially they're thinking, "Oh, great, another motherfucker that's doing music and it's gonna fucking sound like trash," or I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. And then they'll hear it, and almost every time I get the same reaction. They're like, "Wow, I did not expect that." I'm like, "Well, it happens."
Yeah, I didn't either, man. It didn't even sound like you, like not the voice of you that I remember.
Yeah,
you get into it, man. You definitely got that mindset for it and everything. I mean, I tried getting into it years ago. I couldn't stick with it.
Yeah, for me, it's easy actually. the hardest part about making music for me is finding an instrumental or something like that to put the music on. Like there's times where I'll sit there for days and just listen to beat after beat after beat. But the second that I hear the right beat, people they get tripped out because I don't really need to think about the song. Like it'll hit, and within like 5-10 seconds later, the hook will be in my head, and I'll know most of the songs. Like a lot of those songs, I didn't sit there and write. Some of them I did sit there and write, but most of them, it just came as I heard the right beat. It's just a thing.
That's what's up. So yeah, if all you have been listening, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna leave the links in the comment section and the description of this video. Go check out his music. It's my man Key Perez right here. Key, we appreciate you coming on. Like I said, I know this is hard for us homies and everything. It takes a minute, man, to get used to this kind of thing with a camera in your face. You know what I mean? But if you're getting into the music business, man, you're gonna have to get used to it, because if you catch somebody's attention, man, people are gonna want to constantly stick a camera in your face.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, shit. Look at them all. Look at all the rest of them. They're on the West Coast. The ones that are even in acting now, like Baby Jokes. They look like a whole different guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna close this thing out in typical Prison Break Raw fashion. I'm sure you're not really hip to it. You're not much of a YouTube enthusiast, but this one right here will definitely give you a smile because it's entertaining and sarcastic and arrogant, and it pisses people off. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Prison Break Raw, uncut, uncensored, no holds barred, non-sugarcoat, not politically correct, all up in your face, slapping you with that. What are we slapping him with, Key?
I don't know.
Nobody ever knows. A dick of reality, and we out.